What's up, Rated R Cars family? In this video, we are showing you the newest member to the Rated R Cars family. Let's get to it. This is the 2018 Moto Guzzi V7 Carbon Dark. It is a limited production motorcycle, limited to just 1,921 units. 1921 is the year that Moto Guzzi started. They are one of the oldest motorcycle manufacturers in the world, if not the. It is an Italian company, and this particular bike is number 26, which is pretty cool. Handcrafted in Italy. This bike has a 744cc liquid-cooled transversal V-twin, which Moto Guzzi is pretty well known for. You see that V there comes out to the sides. It's got those beautiful red cylinder head covers there. Say Moto Guzzi right on them. This engine makes 52 horsepower and 44 foot-pounds of torque, but it's very light, coming in at just 425 pounds. So it's actually got quite a bit of grunt to it. It's not a racing bike by any means. It's not the Ducati Diavolo that I had, but this bike is more for cruising and just a smooth ride and having a good time with a little bit of torque when you need it. The V7 is the third iteration of this engine from Moto Guzzi, getting better every time. The Carbon Dark is black and red. It has a carbon fiber front fender with the Moto Guzzi eagle on it there. It's got the carbon fiber side plate here, and it has carbon fiber rear fender there. In addition to the black and the red and carbon sort of matte look to it that is particular to this bike, it has a custom seat, which is Alcantara, and it has the red leather stitching as well, the Moto Guzzi on the back. I love that it has the dual exhaust, one on the left and on the right there, coming out to the sides. This bike is my first shaft-driven bike. So as you'll see here, there's no chain. It's shaft-driven, which is a bit quieter, cleaner, easier to maintain. The bike has a dry clutch. It's not an exposed dry clutch like my Ducati Monster used to have, which was very, very noisy, actually. I didn't really like that. It's got a 320 millimeter front disc there with a red Brembo caliper. Also exclusive to the V7 Carbon Dark. The bike stock comes with ABS, and it also has traction control. Love this retro front black light here. Has a single speedometer there. You'll notice there's no tachometer. This is an Italian bike. Who needs a tachometer? Come on. This bike's all about feel. It's all about being one with the road, being out exposed to the elements, being one with the bike, and just feel. You pretty much feel when you need to shift. I've ridden it once, and already I know the shift points. I know the power band. It's just an awesome bike to experience. This bike's not going to set any speed records. That's what the car is for. But it's super nice to cruise in. This bike takes 93 octane gas, and it gets between 50 and 60 miles per gallon. Unlike this car, an E85, which is now into the 15 miles per gallon. So maybe I'll save a little bit of money riding this during the summertime to work. There were many bikes that I considered, and I'll go over all of those in a future video. But this thing is just gorgeous. It's a collector's bike. I am planning on keeping this bike indefinitely and just adding more bikes to the collection. So I will be getting probably another Ducati Diavolo at some point, and I will be keeping this. So just got home with her, and as you might have guessed, first thing I'm going to do is give her a nice coating of Top Coats F11. Don't forget, if you guys want this stuff, I have a 10% discount. You got to use my link in the code below. Thank you for all you guys' support by buying this stuff and using my code and supporting the channel. Much appreciated. But yeah, we're going to want to get some F11 on there just to protect from imperfections, from bugs hitting it, or bird crap, or sand pelting it on the highway, etc., etc., and also just to preserve that lovely matte finish. You can put this on pretty much any surface, even glass. Protect your investment. All right, let's talk about mods. I got to shorten myself to get into the frame here. First mod, actually first couple of mods are already purchased. This is a dual USB port. Thought it'd be important because if you want to plug in GPS or your phone or what have you, you could just put this right onto the handlebars, and I'll be doing an install video of this pretty soon. The next mod is going to be to get rid of these rear view mirrors. I prefer the rear view mirrors that are built right into the handlebars. So they're going to be like right about over here. They just look a lot better than these. Then I'll be putting some rear view mirror caps into the holes where these are. Next mod, and most important mod, is the exhaust. I'm getting a carbon fiber Agostini exhaust for this. It's got to be imported from Italy. The bike's also going to get a tune. You have to get a tune with the exhaust, and also you want to get a tune for this bike anyway, just because it improves the responsiveness, the linearity of the throttle power delivery, and just makes it an overall more rideable bike. So we're going to be doing that over the next couple of months. It takes like 6 weeks to get here from Italy. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be replacing these black rear springs with a set of OEM red springs, which I think will complement the bike rather nicely. It's just such a beautiful bike. I just expect heads to just like turn on this thing. Let's fire up and hear the stock exhaust, which is not very loud. Got that nice Italian bike shake and rumble. So that Agostini carbon fiber exhaust just totally wakes up the bike in the neighborhood. But I think you're gonna love the sound of it. Here's a sound clip of what it's gonna sound like. I've had a Ninja ZX10, a Honda 600 CBR RR, I had a 2010 R1, I had a Ducati Monster, more recently a Ducati Diavolo, and I'm just in love with the way that this bike looks. As usual, we like material things. We do not love material things here at Rated R Cars, but I like the look of it. I like the way it rides. It's just such a breeze to ride so far. I'll do a full review of it. Of course, we've got the black and the red, which matches the GT350. And that's it. Hope you guys like the bike as much as I do. Always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and no matter what you do, always go flat out.